everybody and welcome to another Thrillridesphotography live stream. So I'm just going to wait for Ian to join and then we'll get underway. So we've got something a little bit different for you today, Guy. We're just going to be talking around about different bucket list coasters that we kind of both want to do. So we're just going to wait for Ian to join and then we'll get going. So Ian's just joined, so hopefully he'll just request that now and hopefully we'll be able to get underway with our list. So let's quickly get him in. Hopefully Ian will join us in a second. Here we go, hello.
Hello, you're right. A bit dark in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit dark, isn't it? How you doing?
That's all right. I'll get
the YouTube lights.
No, it gets rid of my 9 o'clock shadow, doesn't it? It's better off to be dark.
I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so. I'm just going to pour that out because there's really no point having them on. How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Yeah, yourself?
Yeah, I'm not too bad at all. Not bad at all. So yeah, we're going to do a bit of a live stream, aren't we, and talk about kind of bucket list coasters and stuff as well. So yeah, we'll kind of get underway shortly. So yeah,
guys, does anyone else?
Pardon?
Yeah, the people are watching. I can't see.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is people. So yeah, if you join along, it's interactive. So kind of give your thoughts of what we think of certain ones, and then at the same time as well, you know, kind of give us your kind of bucket list coasters. So yeah, we'll start off. So hopefully it won't be as long as like it was last time, but yeah, let's give it a go. So we'll go with you first, Ian. So we'll start with your first one, which hopefully will be in the top of the list, hopefully. I haven't got them in any particular order, really. Have you?
Not really. I just wrote them down.
Just wrote them down. No, that's fine. So yeah, so we're going after our top 10 bucket list coasters.
Yeah.
So you know, hopefully we've we've got everything pretty much sorted in terms of what we've got here. I've got hopefully both our lists on here as well, so hopefully we'll be able to be in sync, shall we say, with all set up. So yeah, ready for the bucket list coasters? Ian, we'll start over with you. Number one for me, please.
Number one, Taron.
Taron at Phantasialand. So right. what kind of what drives you to want to ride this coaster?
Well, you know what I'm like. I'm a mad for speed, aren't I? So any sort of launchers, my thing really.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, we've got, was it length? We've got 4,300 feet of length. Height, not really that high to be fair. So we're looking at 98 feet high. You know, and that's what's amazing about it. Actually, it doesn't need to be high at all. Speed 72 miles an hour. You know, I think at one point was it the fastest launch coaster, multi-launch coaster? I think it was, wasn't it? Obviously, it wasn't going to beat some of the other ones. So it features no inversions, and also at the same time, it's an LSM kind of launch system on it as well. I've been on it, and I can't wait to take you over to kind of get on it as well. So yeah, an absolutely fantastic, kind of first pick as well. And the theming on it, the theming is just incredible, isn't it?
It is. It's really close calls and everything on it, isn't there?
Yeah, I take it you've watched the POVs quite a few times as well.
Yeah, definitely.
What I love about the POV is the noise of the second launch.
Yeah, it's almost whistles, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you can hear that when you're there as well, and that's what I love about it. It's an absolutely fantastic ride, it really is. So yeah, I'm glad that that's on there for you as your your first one coaster. So yeah, so mine, I'll go with my first one first. So I'm going to go with Phantom's Revenge.
Yeah,
at Kennywood. So weirdly, obviously it's quite an old coaster. So it's 1991, I think it is, in terms of coaster wise, and it's had a lot of rebuilding and reworking by, I believe it's Morgan. And yeah, I wanted to go on it because I remember years ago looking in, I think it was the Guinness World Records, and it used to kind of feature the photo of it going down the cliff.
Yeah.
And I've always kind of said that I've always wanted to get on it, and yeah. So obviously the first kind of drop isn't as tall as the second drop. So yeah, it's kind of you know, it's a hyper coaster. It's just one of them coasters, which is probably out the box really, but I just want to get on it. It's just one of them rides. So it features, was it 3,200 feet in length? It's 160 feet tall, so obviously it doesn't make it a hyper coaster at that point. But the drop is then 228 feet tall then, with a top speed of 85 miles an hour. And then no inversions as well. So I just, you know, I would love to get over there. I'd love to try it, you know, and kind of be able to get on there really. So yeah, that was going to be my kind of my pick for number one really. So yeah, that's both of us. Are both pretty good coasters to be fair, haven't we? I don't think we've both got any really rubbish ones in there. So let's carry on with yours. So number two, what you got on your list?
Well, what do you think it is?
Well, it's got to be one of the biggest, hasn't it? Surely.
King Dakar, mate. King Dakar. Got to have some of that.
Yeah, King Dakar. And is it what drives you to kind of want it to be King Dakar then?
It's the height for me.
Yeah, the height.
Yeah, I love height.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, we all know, you're very good, you know, and kind of you love stealth to pieces. You imagine doing that twice the height, you know, and then the actual launch of it itself being a lot more. It's unbelievable. It really is. So yeah, King Dakar again is one of the coasters that I have been on, and we'll kind of go into like the variations later on, but yeah, so it's a 3,100 feet length. Height is obviously the tallest in the world at 456 feet, with a drop of 418 feet. So it just shows you even the drop on it is like huge. So yeah, top speed of 128 miles an hour. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one because I kind of was reading or watching a video recently where it says it probably doesn't even get to that anymore. It just about gets to enough speed to be able to get over the top hat.
Yeah, it always looks really slow at the top, doesn't it? It's like it's only just got enough juice to get it there anyway. Yeah,
definitely. And I know that is variated on the actual machinery itself, so it weighs and obviously makes sure that the things as well. And if you want to roll back, by the way, the first time to try and get that is probably towards the start of the day where it's not calibrated quite right. So if you ever want to get on a rollback on one of them type of coasters, that is probably the one to go for at that point. So yeah, unfortunately, duration time is only 28 seconds, mate. So you're not on there very long on your bucket list coaster.
I'm used to 20 seconds on stealth, anyway.
Yeah, I suppose so, definitely. Yeah, so like I said, 0 to 128 in 3.5 seconds as well. So a huge launch on there compared to what we're probably used to. Yeah. So yeah, King Dakar, absolutely fantastic coaster. I got some really good photos while being there. Really, really enjoyed the actual park as well. Really, it's really fantastic, and we'll go into that later because I know that we've got some more on there as well. But yeah, great ride, and I'll go into variations later on about the difference as well. So, but yeah, King Dakar, absolutely fantastic ride there. Great pick. So I got with my next one is actually Leviance at Canada Wonderland. So obviously I'm a massive fan of Fury 325, and this is another one where you see the pictures and it just looks ginormous. It's an absolutely fantastic looking coaster as well. The colour of it. So it is it's a giga coaster, should we say? So it's 504 feet, 1,000 feet in length. So it's a huge coaster. It's a long coaster as well. So it's 306 feet tall, and the drop is actually 306 feet as well. So you know, it's a great ride. 92 miles an hour, and duration 3.3 minutes and 28 seconds. You know what I mean? It's a long coaster. It's a really long coaster. And Canada Wonderland is one of these that I've always wanted to go to as well. You know, I tried to do my trip a long time ago based around it. It was just not feasible for me to get over to there and get back in time to go and do other things. But I know obviously since then they've got the world's tallest dive coaster. You know, I'd love to go and try that at the same time. So I could probably try and fit it in somewhere along the line at the same time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that is a for me B&M coaster, you know, absolutely fantastic there as well. So really good quality ride. So someone's just put, what do you think of Untamed at Wallaby Holland? So yeah, over to you first of all.
Untamed.
Yeah,
Well, they're all good, aren't they? It's an RMC at the end of the day.
yeah, it is. It
Not
is.
that
It's
I've ridden one. You've got more experience on that than me.
yeah, but you kind of thought so, like, really. So what do you think? You know, does it? You know, what would you kind of feel what it would be like, or what would you, you know, what you kind of expecting from it?
Again, the speed and the quickness of the inversions, I think, because it's like
Yeah.
it almost falls around, doesn't it? They like fall around the track. There's no effort lost.
No.
It's effortless almost.
Yeah. It's it doesn't have to be tall. It isn't tall, but it's absolutely one hell of a ride. And if you wait, well, even throughout the day, you can feel it get quicker. Like you do in most coasters, to be fair. But towards
Yeah.
the end of the night, if you're there for kind of their Halloween haunt nights, and you get on it towards 10 to 11 o'clock at night, oh my God, it's just another world. It really is.
Yeah,
It's an absolutely fantastic ride. I learned the layout because I try and learn the layouts of rides when I'm on them, so you can kind of go into the turns, if that makes sense. And I learnt it pretty quickly on that one, just from watching POVs, kind of doing a lot of news on it over the time and that as well. But yeah, it's brilliant. It really is, and I just can't wait for you to kind of experience it. And I think that's probably going to be probably the closest and quickest one we'd be able to get to, wouldn't it? Really?
Yeah, seems the easiest, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, there we go, guys. That is our question, first of all. So if you haven't got any more questions, if they come through at the same right time, then I'll obviously throw them out there as well. So yeah, that is my second one. So we're going to then go to yours. So the third one on your list, please.
Third one is Maverick. We're going to Intamin again.
We are Intamin again. So Maverick. Well, go for it. Why Maverick?
Again, I love Intamin coasters. There's something about
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, again, fluent speed, fluent inversions if they've got them. But it's the twists and turns that I like, especially, you know, like going back to the narrow twists and turns of that. I mean, it just doesn't stop, does it?
No, it's just constant. It's just literally constant going through it.
Constant direction.
So, yeah, it is. I mean, Maverick, when was it? 2007. It was, Jesus, is that old? Wow.
Yeah.
It's that old, but still. So, for me, it was one of the standout coasters of my trip, to be fair. I didn't expect it to be as good as what it was. It's incredible. It was really strange. This is going to sound weird. I never saw a POV of it, and I never really knew about it until I got there. And I never knew the second launch of how it's where it slows you down pretty much and then carries on going. It was just incredible. It really is, and you just the snappiness. I know what you're saying, the snappiness.
Yeah.
And to get that launch in that 95-degree kind of first drop is just incredible. It really is. I rated that coaster really highly on my trip, and I think a lot of people do as well. To be fair, I really do. I think there's a lot of people that do rate it.
Yeah. I'd like to have a go.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to get over to there. But
someone's asking if we want cheese. Then
I think they're just saying cheese.
Yeah, someone wants some cheese.
Someone wants some cheese. I haven't got any cheese. I've got my. You got a drink tonight? I've got my. Oh, look at that! See, I've got my amaretto and lemonade again, and you got your Budweiser tonight.
You're far too posh. You are. You've got a drinks cabinet, haven't you?
No, not at all. Well, I've got a drinks rack.
You've got a rack.
Yeah, it's not very full though. It gets emptied very quickly. Can you see my YouTube light?
No,
reflected in the background there. Yeah. And I've got Thorpe Park on for us tonight, mate. As obviously you're
I noticed that.
I thought I'd get a bit of Thorpe Park in there. So
haven't it? Bit of swarm there.
But yeah, there we go. One of my favourite ones in there. Did you remember the Heartline Railway move? So yes, it actually didn't. There was only apparently one person that ever rode the ride, which was actually Intamin's founder. Before they removed the Heartline roll, and then it just literally went into a bank section. So yeah, I do remember it, and El Toro Ryan really explains it really well in his video around that. So, but yeah, a great ride when the explosions are going off with the water as you're going around the moss as well. I loved it, and brilliant ride, and the launch system on it. It doesn't have to be snappy; it's quite a slow, gradual launch, but it makes you feel that kind of first drop and then move from there. So, fantastic one there. I'll give you that one. I think that's an absolutely cracking one as well. So my third one, it's third, isn't it? So I've gone with Time Traveller as my my third. So it's obviously a Mack coaster, and I think it's probably one of the best spinning coasters in the world. I'd probably say at the moment. Well, I think it is. To be fair.
It looks good.
Does. The theming on it as well. So it's an extreme spinning coaster. So yeah, in terms of length, it's 3,000 feet in length. Height is 100 feet. So again, it doesn't have to be high to be good.
No,
there's some brilliant things there as well. So 90-degree drop, 90-foot drop, sorry, but it has got a 90-degree first drop as well. So just imagine doing that, spinning, at the same time. It'd be crazy, wouldn't it? So it features 3 inversions and it's 50 miles an hour. Again, Silver Dollar City is probably for me a part that I would actually like to get to as well. If it's anything like Dollywood, I would absolutely love the place. I really would. Absolutely fantastic looking ride. Great theming. A part will probably make it as well. I know they've got some really good other quality coasters there as well at the same time. That for me, Time Traveller is definitely on there as kind of one of my bucket list coasters to do. And it'd be quite interesting to see what the launch system's like on that, because obviously Mack are not really known for their really, really strong, punchy kind of launches, are they?
Very
timid, not timid. But what's just
lame, gradually lame.
Yeah. So I'd like to see what it would be like, really, on that, because I think spinning in a weird or different direction to what you'd normally go would be quite weird. Yeah.
Especially the spinning coasters. Stealth in the background.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, Time Traveller would be an absolutely fantastic bucket list coaster, but I think it's quite a long way down, so yeah, quite a bit of a difference there. So yeah, number 3 for me, Time Traveller. Right, let's move on to yours. So number 4. What number 4? For number 4?
Top Thrill Dragster, the classic.
It is indeed. So Top Thrill Dragster. So what appeals to you on this one?
Again, the same height, speed. That's what it's all about for me, really. Although I do like inversions, but for me, it's all about the thrill of the hike. Anything, I'll be on it.
Yeah, definitely. So hi, Diet Pepsi fan 1000. How you doing? So in terms of the Top Thrill Dragster, so it's length is 2,800 feet, height 420 with a drop of 400 feet. Top speed slightly behind Kinder Kart, 120 miles per hour, with obviously 0 inversions and a 90-degree angle. Duration 30 seconds, so a little bit more than what thing would be Kinder Kart. On there, 0 to 120 in 4 seconds for that one as well. You've got 2 big coasters on there, so massive coasters. If I was going to say to you pick one to go for, I'd probably would sway you towards the Top Thrill Dragster. There's a few reasons for that. First of all, it's in a Cedar Point Park.
Yep.
So Cedar Fair.
Loads of other better rides.
Unfortunately for me, it do look after their customers a lot better than what Six Flags do. So that is the first one I would go for. Second of all, it is a better ride. So the launch, wherever you sit in the ride, it's smooth all the way from the launch to the end. Where with Kinder Kart, you've got a bounce, so you'll get halfway the things, and you'll actually see it bounce. So
the shorter train. Top Thrill's got a shorter train, hasn't it?
I don't know actually. I don't
I think
know.
I think it's got a shorter train.
Oh, I'll have to try and find out if it says. Oh,
It's very short.
6 trains with 5 cars per train, with arranging 2 across. So it's 20 riders per train. Kinder car is the same.
Oh, it is the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
I always thought it looked shorter.
No, because originally when it first opened, it had a massive fin on the back, and
That's it. Yeah.
and it flew off. So that got changed. But Kinder Car have obviously got the Zero car as well, so they've got that front bit on there as well.
That's it, yeah.
But yeah, so for me, so someone's just put JPen has put it's got a different train for sure. Yeah, it has. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, when you watch kind of videos of Kinder Car, you see it bouncing as you go along, and it's really uncomfortable. Actually, it's just it's not very pleasant being at the back. I did it once at the back, and I was like, I'm done with that. Where like somewhere like Stealth, Top Thrill Dragster, you do the back on them, and it's butter smooth. Really, you don't really feel anything at all. I had a better experience on Top Thrill Dragster over Kinder Car. So if I thought you was going to go and do any, I would go with that. Plus, as well, you're in a park which has got quite a lot of your other bucket lists on there. Yeah. At the same time, where Kinder Car is quite far out the way as well. So, you've not really got much more, you can kind of do around that area. So, JPen's just put Stealth is awesome too. So you can talk about that quite a lot, can't you, to be fair? You've rode it enough times.
I know Stealth very, very well. Stealth is awesome. It's very addictive. Very, very addictive. Definitely. Especially when I go, because I'm normally there on quiet days, so it's literally off one train onto the next.
Yeah.
So much fun. So much fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Until a pigeon flies in front of you.
Well, that's why you have to wear goggles on most rides now.
I've had a pigeon. I've had numerous bees. God knows what else hit me in the face.
Free food.
That's the joy. That's the joy of it, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, so JPen's put Stealth is my favourite at Thorpe Park, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
for me, it's not. I'll be honest, it's not. It
you
does
like the
give
Swarm.
you the biggest thrill.
You like the Swarm, yeah?
Yeah, for me, it's Swarm. Swarm doesn't give you the biggest thrill, but what it does do is give you, I don't know, it's just a smooth coaster, and I just quite enjoy that. I'm getting old, and I quite enjoy that. So,
getting old?
For me, well, I don't know. I feel like I'm a lot
older as me.
You're
not as old as me. I've got slippers on.
Oh, no, I haven't got slippers on, not at all.
No, actually, I'm actually lying, because I'm quite hot tonight. I haven't got one.
Oh, it's been warm today. It's crazy.
It's going to get hotter, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, getting in the garden. So yeah, I think Top Thrill Dragster is definitely that bucket lift coaster. It really is absolutely fantastic ride, and just be lucky to get on it, because I don't think it'd be around long. I don't think they'll be able to kind of do it, keep it going. I know when I went on it, first of all, I got in okay. Second of all, we waited for the front row. It broke down so many times, and I was with someone who was really knowledgeable about the park and the ride and everything as well. And he said, wait a bit, because their technicians are very clever over there. They're very good in Cedar Point. And he says, when they do a certain thing, go to the gate, because it will open. So anyway, we heard it, off, we ran, and we were literally one of the first to get into the queue for it. So it was brilliant. So Coaster Fan 119, hello, how you doing? We're just talking about kind of bucket list coasters, so give us your thoughts on there as well. So yeah, I want to go to mine. So number 4 for me is New Texas Giant.
Yeah.
The coaster that started it all. So yeah, 2011 we saw RMC come onto the actual world of theme parks, to be fair. And for me, it's more around about it being the history of it. So being the first, knowing that if it wasn't for that ride, it wouldn't have, RMC probably wouldn't have got any further. It was the one that they built from that small little warehouse. They did, they kind of did remarkable things with that ride. So yeah, it's 4,000 feet in length, 152 feet high, and then it drops 147. But speed is only 65 miles an hour with no inversions. So it doesn't really need inversions. It was the one that started it all, and I'd just love to get on it just to try it. Just like is it the air time that they've kind of that RMCs have now come to be, and that kind of thing. So yeah, for me, 24 riders per train, 10 million. That's what it cost them to do that conversion. It's just, you don't know how they do it really, do you? When you look at some of the costs and the B&Ms and that as well.
Yeah, crazy money.
New Texas Giant, and at the same time a nice little trip to Texas would be quite nice for me. So JPen's bucket list coasters in Europe is Cairn, Wildfire, and Zandra, and fourth will be Untamed. So yeah, I've got some. I've done Wildfire, which is fantastic. Done Zandra and Untamed as well. So you've got 3 RMCs in there and a Gerslow. That's a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? So yeah, Cairn, I'm looking forward to doing that. I was planning to go there this year to there, and at which I'd have probably brought you along, but I don't think we're going to be going anywhere for a long time, to be fair.
No, I don't think we are, mate.
No. So yeah, so good quality 4 coasters there from you, JPen. So new Texas Giant. So let's move over to your one. So number 5 for you is.
Well, funny enough, it's Zadra.
Wow,
we've just had that one.
We just talked about it, so it's just someone's just mentioned it. So yeah, for us, opened last year 2009. This ride is incredible. That's all I can say. It's 4,300 feet in length. It was a RMC coaster built from the ground up and then blown down by wind and then rebuilt again.
Yeah.
It's 206 feet high, which makes it actually a hyper coaster with a top speed of 75 miles an hour, 3 inversions, and it packs up to 4 Gs as well. So crazy. So I don't know what Polish Lottie would convert to, but 61 million Polish Lottie it cost them to build that. And I think it was probably worth every penny of it. I really do.
Yeah.
So what attracts you to it? I mean, the look of it looks good, but what else attracts you to it?
Again, it's just the fact of, never done an RMC, so you want to have a go on one, don't you? You want to see what it's like. But it's the ride. It's the ride quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just from a video, you can see that it just. There's no bumps, there's no sort of, it's slowing down now. It's just continual. That's what I like. Because most coasters have always got the slowing or they've got the trim brake somewhere. But with the RMCs, they just go and go and go and go and go.
Yeah. And there is no trim brake section on there. You can't, there's nowhere for it to, like Steel Vengeance you could, but, which they have. But there isn't one on there at all. And I think I'm not being big-headed, but I think my POV of my back ride on that.
Yeah, that's a good video.
That's one of the most famous ones out there because that just shows the true power of it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's just crazy. So we've got Infinity Thrills has got bucket list to Still Vengeance, Untamed, Top Thrill Dragster, and Fury 325. So some fantastic coasters there. And I've been on all 4 of them as well. And to be fair, that's a bloody good lineup of coasters. It really is. You'll absolutely love that. So Zandra, we were planning on getting out there, weren't we? I had to cancel.
We were. We'll have to stick watching your video every day.
I know. So yeah, it's a shame, really. I just wanted to get back on it. I really did. That I've never come off a roller coaster before ever, and be shaking.
Yeah.
Ever. Whatever I've been on, from Still Vengeance to Top Thrill Dragster to Kinder Car, I've never come off going, wow, that was just the most exhilarating, thing I've ever done. And that was it for me. It was just incredible. It's not my top coaster, But in terms of actually the ride itself, that ride itself is probably the best ride I've ever had on the coaster itself.
Yeah.
I know, and
Can't wait to get on that.
Yeah, it's weird, you know, because there's so many variations of RMC. So like Untamed, you're thrown out your seat. If that bar wasn't there, you would be coming out. You would be thrown. Yeah. Whereas Zornger is more of it's not an airtime machine. It really isn't. There is pops of airtime on there, don't get me wrong, with the double down or the triple down and stuff. But you don't really get it as much. It's more just pure force.
Speed.
They just went, do what you want, and then RMC just went, all right, no problem, and just built this machine. It was just incredible. So yeah, for me, Zonger's a great pick, mate, and I can't wait to record the day that we get on it. So
yeah, that'd be great fun.
We'll get permission from the park, and we'll get that recorded on there. So it will be great things. They don't do wrist straps there; they don't allow you, but they do. We've obviously let them know the chest mounts as well. But there was a way of doing it. So yeah, RMC again is on the list for us as well, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
So yeah, the next one for me. So my number 5 is actually Voyage at Holiday World. So I've always wanted to go to Holiday World anyway. On my trip last 2 years ago, I think it was. I actually was invited for them to go there. And it just wouldn't feasibly work for me. It just wouldn't work. So it was just slightly too far away. So I kind of didn't go. I actually went to Kings Island instead. It was going to be easier for me to get to that point. So that I actually went to there. But Voyage for me is, it's probably known as probably one of the best wooden coasters in the world. So I would love to get on it at some point and just experience what that actually is like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Voyage, it's 6,400 feet in length, the height 159 feet, with a drop of 154 feet as well. Speed 67 miles per hour, and a generation of 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Not bad, is it?
No, and a lot of people do rate it, and I just think that would be an absolutely fantastic ride to get on. Operating since 2006 as well, so quite an oldish coaster really now, isn't it, when you think about it?
Yeah, same age as Stealth.
But that's true. And Holiday World just looks pretty good anyway, to be fair, doesn't it? Who wouldn't want to celebrate Christmas every day, and see Santa Claus as you go in and stuff. So for me, it would definitely be on there as one of my bucket list coasters for that.
What number were we in? 6.
We're on to number 6, mate.
Right. El Toro. Going for Woody again.
Going for a Woody. So El Toro. So 2006. It was made at the same time as Voyage. They had a good year for wooden coasters. So it's an Intamin kind of prefab track, which is the same as Boulder at Liseberg. So 4,000 feet in length, 181 feet tall, 176 feet drop with 70 miles an hour, and then it's 1 minute and 42 seconds ride time. Tell me about it. What you think then? Why is it on your bucket list, first of all?
Just because it is a mishmash sort of job, isn't it? It just, again, there's not many wooden coasters in the UK. I'm not well travelled like you are, so it's, megaphobia. Well, take that or leave it, can't you, really? Some people love it, some people hate it. It just is what it is. But that one for me just looks interesting. Yeah,
it's probably one of the smoothest wooden coasters you'll ever go on.
Yeah,
it's incredible, to be fair. The air time you get on it. So me and my partner went over there, and we met some people over there that were basically at their home park, and they took us around and told us what seats to go on to and that as well. And it's just an airtime machine, mate. You can go on it over and over and over again, and you don't feel like you've got to have to have an operation afterwards to come off it.
Like Grand National.
Well, any coaster at Blackpool, really, isn't it? Any wooden coaster at Blackpool Pleasure Beach is just shocking, to be fair.
The only ride that's smooth is Icon.
Yeah, and even well, you know,
Well,
even
parts
that's
of that aren't great, are they? To be fair.
no, you know. So I mean, I don't get why people love it so much. You know, sorry, Blackpool Pleasure Beach wooden coasters. I really don't. The Grand National, you know, everything Big Dipper. They're just rubbish, aren't they? They
They're
don't do
knackered.
anything.
They're knackered,
They
aren't
just
they?
don't do it. Yeah, they just don't do anything for me. I'm not a big fan of them whatsoever.
No.
You know, I think there's a lot of. I know they're iconic, and I get that, but there's a lot of space there they could do a lot more with. I know they can't knock them down because I think they're a treasure now, aren't they? So they can't be knocked
Listed, aren't
down.
they? Yeah, I think they're listed.
Yeah. And but you know, they've either got to do a lot of work to make it right. If they're going to have to stay there and be a big footprint in Blackpool Pleasure Beach, they need to do something better with them because you can't keep operating them like they are. That's why Mildmace went, really.
Yeah.
You know, the amount of
Not very good.
accidents and stuff really that you know that was kind of having with people and injuries and stuff.
Yeah.
Even that was rubbish, to be fair.
Mm.
So, well, yeah, El Toro is unbelievable, mate. And if you're there, get a photo of it, put it on Instagram. It'll be one of the most liked photos you'll get.
Yeah.
Seriously, any photo I post of that just literally just does really well. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the height of it as well. Get on the little sky rides that go across, and then literally get some photos as you're going along. Don't be a twat like I did that day and had my lens out of focus all day, and then most of my photos are actually no good from there. But yeah, get yourself a camera, put it on there, and I tell you, it's just one of them coasters that people love to kind of view and like. So yes. So yeah, El Toro, mate. You know, while you're there, get your kinder car in there. But at the moment, I'd still probably go more towards your Cedar Point and get on your other ones there. But yeah, two fantastic rides in there. And you never know. Next year, is it next year? They're thinking about building an RMC there, isn't they? I think.
Yes.
They're kind of a single rail, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, fantastic ride, El Toro. Really enjoyed it when I was there. So I've gone with another RMC, mate. So it is a bucket list kind of RMC camp, really, isn't it? So I've gone with Lightning Rod.
Yep.
At Dollywood. So I've actually been to Dollywood, and it was bloody closed. That bloody LSM launch, LSM launch, isn't it? I think it is. Was broken.
Oh.
So yeah, what a pain that is. So yeah, it was a bit of a shame. So yeah, it just looks incredible, doesn't it? Like from start to finish, up that launch, being thrown through, and then it's like a mystery of where it goes, and then comes back flying down the kind of round the kind of the actual thing as well. Fantastic looking ride. It's just a shame because like the park had the shop open and everything. I can't buy something of a ride that I've never even been on.
No, it's pretty pointless.
Yeah, it is. So, but it just looks incredible.
It's
I've got a few photos. Yeah, but it was what it was. At the end of the day, I still had an absolutely fantastic day. The park itself is just incredible. It really is. It's a really good shining example of Dolly Parton, to be fair, and it's just she does it very well. She really does. She looks after everything itself, kind of from the staff to even all her customers as well. You can really see that. So yeah, so for me, Dollywood and Lightning Rod would definitely be on there for me, and at the same time, try and get some photos of a train being on the track, not just an empty track, would be quite nice. So yeah, what we got, so 3,800 feet in length, so 165 feet drop. So it's quite a big drop actually. So it goes up to the cliff and then obviously must dive down the cliff itself. Yeah. So up 73 miles an hour, which I think that is kind of just from the first drop onwards. I don't think it speeds up and gets to max speed. 3.5 G's there, and cost $22 million. That's quite a lot.
It is quite a lot.
New Texas Giant twice. That was.
It's crazy, man.
I reckon they probably have to pay some of that back, mate, with how much problems they had with the LSM launches on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think RMC would do have really kind of mastered that point. But you know, they're doing better. They were really bad at their building, you know, and that as well. But they are getting better as a company. Really, they're not as they do always kind of push back their opening days. They do get problems, but they are better than they were. For me, I think one of the companies which have probably the worst kind of skills, really, and rides that close down a lot is Intamin. Really, their quality of rides are not brilliant. They push the boundaries.
Yeah, B&M's seem to be more reliable, don't they?
Yeah. When you
but
look
then you could say the same thing about B&M as well, couldn't you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the thing is with B&M, it's always on time. It's always reliable. It's always going to work. Where Intamin, you've got Kindercar, which is always down. You've got Top Field Drags that's always down with issues. You know, you've got so many problems with so many rides. You know, that a kind of Intamin make. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's weird, isn't it? So yeah, so for me, you know, Intamin has just they make so many different rides. They need to just slow down a little bit sometimes and just perfect what they've got.
What they've already got, yeah, rather than too many. Yeah,
definitely. So yeah, so for me, Lightning Rod is for me a coaster that needs to be on my bucket list. I want to get back to Dollywood, spend some more time there than I did, and then at the same time go around the area because it's a beautiful area, and manage to hopefully get back on it. So, but did you know if you break down in Dollywood car park, if you're there, they have mechanics on site that will fix your car for you.
Well, that's bloody good, isn't it?
It's all right, isn't it?
Well, we don't get nothing like that over here, do you?
No, mate, they just
you have to ask the car next to you, can you jump me, please, mate? No, I'm going home.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I found that out when I'm there. They were like, on the train going back, they're like, yeah, if you've got any, if your car don't start, let us know and we'll come over and we'll try and fix it. And it's just like, it's just amazing. It really is. So yeah, so Lightning Rod for me is that one there. So let's have a look what you've got next after El Toro. So what's your next one, mate? So I think we're on number 7.
Yeah, we're going for a Mac this time.
Oh, okay.
Helix,
yes, at Leesburg.
That's correct.
And I think, is it right in saying it's probably one of the highest inversions? I think there's some, I think there might be some more coming up. But yeah, so 7 inversions, mate, on this one. What drove you to this one then?
Because it's better than Icon.
and it was later as well. So 2014, and they perfected their roller coaster better than Icon.
And then they made Icon.
In 2019. So, you know, crazy. So yeah, for me, Helix, fantastic ride. I'm going to be controversial, and I'd probably say it's not as good as what people make out to be, but that was only my experience. And I don't know what that could have been, to be fair. Why? A lot of people rate it, but I didn't rate it as high as what other coasters or rides that I've been on. So yeah, you know, there's some really good elements in it. You know, the terrain, how they use the kind of the terrain and different areas like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a great ride. But for me, just there was something missing, and I don't know if it was just missing from the day, or if it's just missing from the ride itself. But I don't rate it as high as what other people do.
Okay.
But yeah, it's still a fantastic ride. So 4,500 feet in length. 134 feet in height, which again is pretty high, bearing in mind it's a terrain coaster. So 62 miles an hour, and then it's got 7 inversions, 2 minutes and 10 seconds there as well. 4.3 G-force, pretty good, isn't it, in terms of that as well? So yeah, and it's we've seen different things in terms of cost-wise as well. So 20 riders per ride, so same as Top Field Dragster in terms of time, actual train sizes and that as well. So, But yeah, Helix, great soundtrack to that, by the way. Absolutely great soundtrack.
Yes, yeah, you've seen it on the videos, but obviously it's different when you're there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like all of it, it's never the same unless you're there.
no, massive queue line. We'll talk about queue lines. Zonja's got the biggest one in the world, to be fair, I think. But Helix is the same. You can't really do like a run round and go back on it. It is like a walk and a half to get there. You just come out into a random like shop at the end, like a dark and dreary shop at the end of it. It's a bit strange. But yeah, Helix, great choice, great ride to kind of get on. But for me, it just lacked something. So yeah, while you're over there, mate, what's close to Liseberg that you could get to?
What country is Liseberg?
Sweden.
I don't know. Enlighten me.
Wildfire.
Ah, yes.
A great RMC terrain coaster as well. Absolutely brilliant ride. So the next one that I've gone for is Steel Dragon 2000.
Yep.
So yeah, and this is in Nakashima Spa Land. So 2000, it was made or operating from 2000. So longest coaster in the world. So 8,100 feet in length with a height of 318. So it is a giga coaster.
Yeah.
And it has a drop of 306 feet as well, with a speed of 95 miles an hour. So yeah, it just looks good, doesn't it? It's just one of them coasters you just got to get on.
Yeah, especially being the longest as well.
Yeah, so it's made by Morgan, which is obviously a company that have been transforming other rides around the world. So yeah, one being Steel Phantom, to be fair.
Yes.
So yeah, it just looks good. I mean, it's nothing. There doesn't seem to be anything special about it. You know, it doesn't seem like it's got like an airtime machine or it's the longest. It looks good. It's you've got to try it, haven't you? So for me, Steel Dragon would definitely be on there. 28 riders, so it's quite a long train on there as well. Yeah. So the trains that are built by B&M. Never knew that, did you?
No, I didn't know that. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. So the trains are built by B&M. That's strange.
It doesn't make any sense, does it?
I'm surprised they even got involved with it, to be fair.
They don't like selling their bits to other people, surely.
Not really.
They're a one-stop shop, aren't they?
I'll ask that question later on to people and just see what comes up. So it's just strange. The comments are stuck. Oh, hang on. Bear with us. The thing got stuck, the feed. So we've got loads of questions and stuff that we've not even looked at. Bear with us. Your
Mine's not working. Oh, yeah.
Oh, mine got stuck. I've rode into.
No, mine has as well. I've got it now.
Strong. So, guys, I'm sorry. Keep going with your comments, but we've literally now seen them all, so I do apologise. Did you prefer the dive coaster? I didn't actually get there for the dive coaster. I haven't been there yet, so that's weird. Why? I don't know why they've all got stuck. There's so many there. So El Toro, fantastic. Everyone's kind of agreeing there as well. But yeah, that was a bit of a pain. So yeah, guys, comment in the comment please for us. So Steel Dragon 2000, B&M trains, yes or no? I don't know if they have. According to the internet or RCDB, they have got B&M trains. So quite interesting to know if they have one.
It doesn't make any sense to me, that.
Hey, I'll ask the question at some point. Someone will give us the answer.
Yeah, definitely.
Tips and tricks. Hi, how you doing? Give us some tips and tricks right now, and we'll see if we know them already. So comment below, theme parks tips and tricks. What you got for us, and we'll see what we can do. See if we know it already. So you got the next one for you, then, mate.
Valraven.
Valraven. So this is at Cedar Point.
Yes. Got quite a few up there now.
1, 2, 3 Cedar Points you've got there. What is the best movie? The best movie, Top Gun or The Simpsons? It's not a theme park tip or tricky though, is it? Top Gun's definitely obviously better. I hate I hate Simpsons.
Yeah, I do too. I hate donuts.
Oh, just like, no, yeah. The ride's good, but I'm not a Simpsons fan. I just, Channel 4, 6, no thanks. News is better, to be fair, than that. I just don't like it. So carry on. So theme park tips and tricks. Come on, give us a tip and trick that we might not know, and then we'll see if we know it or not. So
it's not Top Gun.
Is that, yeah? So what is the best movie? Top Gun, yeah, definitely Top Gun. So yeah, Valraven. So Cedar Point, absolutely fantastic dive coaster, mate. And if you look at it from a certain angle, do you know it spells out a word?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh,
I think I've seen a picture of you. I think I've seen the picture you took of that.
Yes.
I think you took a picture of it.
Yes. So it spells Ohio. So
Ohio, that's it.
Yeah, H-I and the O. Crazy, isn't it? It really is.
How did they manage to work that out? That's crazy, isn't it?
I ain't got a clue. But you can see it looks perfect. So length is 3,500, so quite a long coaster. Height 223 feet, and the drop's 214. So it was originally the highest, tallest coaster in the world. And on, we've got a tip here. So tip is to go around the park anti-clockwise to beat the queues. I actually do that anyway because I go straight to Swarm, which is always anti-clockwise, isn't it? That's a good. To be fair, it's not a bad tip, but you just go literally straight forward. So you go straight to 12 o'clock, don't you? From 6 to 12. Yeah.
I always go to Inferno first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always go to Inferno first.
So you're one of the people he's talking about. Then you go that way. I go that way.
Yeah, I go Inferno, Stealth,
yeah,
Swarm, Saw, then Colossus, and then anything else in between. Maybe some chicken.
Yeah. So you do go that way. So yeah, he's beating you in the tip there. So yeah, I'll go with. I always go that way most of the time. I'm going. So Alton Towers, just try and work it out for. Okay, Alton Towers, I always go that way. Nemesis.
Yeah.
So I always try because I don't really run to Smiler. I it's not brilliant, but it's not the one I run to. So
I always used to love going on. Nemesis was always awesome. The thing is, they open it later now, don't they? So you can't get like the misty early morning rides on it anymore.
No,
that's rubbish.
Anything that they can do to try and stop us from enjoying ourselves, they will try.
Those are the magic wand. They're not waving it very well, are they?
No. The theme park tips and tricks. There you go. Great suggestion there. But it kind of we kind of contradict slightly because Nemesis is in the morning, generally around about 10-minute wait, isn't it? Or pretty much most of the day it's 10-minute wait. So yeah, back to your choice and so Valraven. So yeah, 3 inversions on there. Obviously vertical drop of 90 degrees as well, with 165 feet Illumin loop, dive loop.
Yeah, that's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah. So it is 8 rows across with 3 trains. It was a total of 24 as well. I enjoyed it. I really did. I really enjoyed the ride. I probably take Shikra over it.
Better.
I don't know what it is about Shikra. It's just a better ride, but I can't say why, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's something about the splashdown probably. It makes it a great ride. Or the queues. There isn't as much queuing. Obviously, when I was there, they had a problem with one of the trains and I had to take it off. So it was kind of like a half an hour wait just watching that. To be fair, it was quite nice watching a geek fest of obviously watching a train going off and off the track. But yeah, it wasn't the greatest. So yeah, there we go on that one. So yeah, let's have a look at mine. My next one. We'll have to try and speed it up a bit. So I've got Hollywood Dream at Universal Japan for my next one. A B&M coaster, which just looks great, to be fair. It does look a really good ride. So that's my one. So yeah, 3,900 feet, 144, so not the tallest, 55 miles per hour as well. So yeah, that's my one. So Hollywood Dream in Universal Japan. Let's move on to your next one. Let's see if our little things stop moving again. Do you prefer the dive coaster at things? So your next one, mate.
Kumba.
Kumba, absolutely legend of a coaster, isn't it? Fantastic ride, mate.
I'd love to go on that.
They don't make them like they used to, mate.
No, they don't, do they? They really don't.
So the next video to come out on YouTube for us will be the Busch Gardens Part 2, which is actually the Koombas in it. And I share my review of that, and I loved it. I really did. It's an absolutely fantastic ride there at Busch Gardens. And the queues, to be fair, mate, are quite minimal to get on it. Front row, back row, wherever you are, that thing motors. It really does. Brilliant. So yeah, let's move on quickly then. So we got for my next one is Diadumpa, which is in Fujitsu Highlands, which is the fastest launching coaster in the world. So 111 miles an hour in 1.6 seconds.
That's incredible, isn't it?
So it's an air compressed thrust coaster. So S&S. And obviously they took out the airtime bit of it and then actually made the loop and had to make it quicker because of it as well. So yeah, really, really great ride there. And obviously Fuji Highlands is another great part that I want to get to as well. So someone's just asked, bear with me a second, let's try and find it. Someone's just asked, what's the best park in Orlando? Probably Busch Gardens, really. I know there's obviously you've got Disney's and stuff as well, but yeah, I like Busch Gardens, Animal Kingdom, Universal. They're all really good, great rides to be fair. But yeah, so for me is my number 9, and then you've got your number 10, mate, which is
it's Iron Gwazi, but it should be still Vengeance, really, because Iron Gwazi isn't even open.
No, so I haven't put that on because it wasn't open, and the missus asked me just before kind of thing, so I said to her, and she went, but that's the one you want to go to and go and do, and I'm like, well, yeah, it is, but it's not open, so I don't know if I can really put it on there. So it is on my honourable mention list, but it's not on there as mine. So obviously due to open this year, it would have been open by now.
Yeah.
You know, it was ready to be open for WrestleMania, so about kind of the end of April time. So yeah, it just looks incredible, doesn't it?
It's mental.
It does. It looks incredible. I'd love to ride it. So, but that will be the plan. It's a couple of years' time. We'll probably hopefully get over there and get onto that as well. So, but yeah, it does look incredible. Even from the trains onwards, it just looks great.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that concludes your top 10, mate. A fantastic list there. And there's only one ride there that I haven't done, so it's quite interesting little thing that is, isn't it?
Yeah. It's all good, mate.
So my last ride is Tashabishi at Fuji Highland again. So, and this one was originally the world's steepest roller coaster. So it's from Gerslow, and obviously, you know, I'm not a massive fan of Gerslow rides, but it just looks crazy, doesn't it? It's just like a massive just track.
Yeah, you know? It's Smiler-esque.
Yeah. So what's someone asking? Are fast passes explicit worth it, guys? Single rider is good if you want some alone time from your. Yeah, so it depends really where you go. So I've only brought them a few times. So Six Flags Magic Mountain I brought fast track for the day. I don't know if there's anywhere else where I've actually physically paid. I know I paid at Chessington once, just because my son was ready to go on the bigger ride. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to get him to wait because he might bail out. So I'm like, I'll pay for that now and get that on there. So, yeah. But yeah, so I've only done it once. Other than that, single rider is definitely the way, as long as there isn't groups going in there. So yeah, so that is my last one, and we've got 25 seconds till we go off air, mate. So thank you for joining me. It's been great. So we've had to speed it up at the last second.
Hopefully we'll catch up soon.
We will do, mate. Hopefully the parks will be open at some point and we can definitely catch up.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll speak to you all on the next one. See you later, mate. Bye.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Bye.